Welcome back to Suns Valley Podcast, everybody. The Phoenix Suns fan base has been talking about one man for a week now. Can't get him out of our minds. When's he coming? Are we going to get him? What do we have to give up? You know, and it's been paralyzing. We're all going through it. It sucks. It makes the whole offseason drag out when you're just waiting for this one guy to show up and save the franchise, you know? And of course, I'm pleased to be able to announce to everybody that we got him. Damion Lee, we got him. Just kidding, of course, no one cares. But he's not nothing. He's not the worst basketball player around. He's 6'5". He can shoot that thing a little bit. I think he's a better, okay, I don't want to say better. He's another Landry Shamet. So if you like Shamet, hey, we got double now. He's a little bit bigger. I'm going to guess that he's probably a better defender. I don't think that that's hard to do, and seeing as how he's a little bit bigger, it's likely, but a little bit inconsistent. He's got a great looking jumper, and he's had a good year shooting almost, 40% from three, 39.7 2 seasons ago. A little bit less consistent this last year, but we're going after Kevin Durant right now. That's obviously the main and only focus that the Phoenix Suns do and should have. But coming with that responsibility of letting go of multiple players in exchange for Kevin Durant, we're going to need some guys to fill the roster out. Now, Damion Lee is on a one-year deal. That's all I know about the contract so far. I'll give you an update as soon as I can in the comments. I'm really hoping and praying that this is a one-year minimum. We cannot have given him our taxpayer. For anybody that doesn't know about a taxpayer, we don't have a full mid-level exception to offer. We've only got $6.34 million. That's the taxpayer contract that we can offer. We could split that up. We can give that to 2 or 3 players if they're willing to play for a couple of $1 million each. Or we could give it all to somebody. I was really hoping we would give it to Sticks, who's returning to the Pacers now for a cheap deal for 2 years. But I'm just hoping and praying that we didn't give Damion Lee all of that money. And I don't think that James Jones is going to do that. He knows that he has to sign some minimums, some $1.3 million minimums, just to round out this roster and get us to 15 players. Because if you've been following the Kevin Durant situation closely, you know they are dead serious about this. Like they are all the way dug in. There is no not getting Kevin Durant. They will be heartbroken. We will be heartbroken if it doesn't happen. And I don't think the Suns have any sort of backup plan. This move, getting Damion Lee, a very mid-tier role-playing dude who's just technically not bad at basketball, that signifies they're already looking at how are we going to round this roster out and get some people on here who maybe we can rely on a little bit. Somebody who's not going to be an absolute sieve on defense, but can actually knock down a shot. And I think he can do that, and hopefully he'll have a resurgence. There's something about this Phoenix Suns offense, this Monty offense. I mean, we even saw Ish Wainwright slapping threes at certain points in the season. It's just a very free-flowing, guard-friendly, three-point shooting-friendly offense. And there's no reason why anybody can't have some of their best years here with us in this offense. Look at Kelly Oubre. He was really underperforming with the Wizards. Shows up, starts playing in Monty's system next to Booker. Okay, this dude is not going to be a Kelly Oubre. I'm just saying, being with the Suns seems to help your shooting. Maybe I need to do a video on that at some point, but that's what I'm going with. And I'm hoping that Damion Lee is going to be more than serviceable. I would be super happy if, here's another wackadoo, brainy conspiracy theory. I should grab some aluminum foil for this, but I was thinking, what if, because this guy is such a Landry Shamet-like player, what if we know we're giving up Landry Shamet in this deal for KD that we hope and pray happens, And this is just somebody to fill that role on a minimum. I'd be super duper down with that. I don't know that much about Damion Lee, but I already trust him to step in and be just as good as Shamet as far as shooting the three and being able to knock down wide open standstill jumpers. So what if the Brooklyn Nets didn't really want us? I mean, they gave up. We gave them something they couldn't refuse. We offered them a first round pick, and we offered them Javon Carter, and they took it. But what if they really like Shamet? And in part of this whole rebuild that they're going through, they're saying, well, we also want Shamet back. You guys signed him away from us, and then you locked him up on a really, like, not that expensive contract. And for a few years, maybe we want him back. And then we're like, oh God, what are we going to do? And this could be one of those moves. I don't know. What do you guys think about that idea? Tell me in the comments. But other than that, Damion Lee, everybody, the newest Sun, and I can't wait to see him play in a Suns uniform. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, y'all, go Suns.